What's going on, everyone? It's Lewis here from Norwich City Central. As you can see, I am a Norwich City fan and doing the opposition preview for our upcoming game against Newcastle. So thanks for inviting me on. I'm really looking forward to this game. Obviously, it's our first home game back in the Premier League for 3 seasons now. And yeah, really excited to play Newcastle. Newcastle are a team who deserve a lot better. I do feel for you fans. Mike Ashley is poisoning your club, and Steve Bruce, I think it's his boyhood club. I think he could do some good things with you this season, but obviously losing Rafa Benitez is a huge blow, and you deserve a lot better. But yeah, if recent games are to go by, this is going to be a really exciting game. Let me just tell you some of our recent games against you. Newcastle 6, Norwich 2 back in the Premier League. Gini Wijnaldum scored 4 goals that day. Norwich 3, Newcastle 2. I remember we scored a last-minute goal from Martin Olsson in April, I think it was, to give us the win. And then Newcastle 4, Norwich City 3. I think Dwight Gale scored in the 95th minute and the 96th minute to turn the game around. That was absolutely incredible. And then Norwich 2, Newcastle 2. I think he scored in the first 15 seconds in that game. So we've had some great games in the past against Newcastle. And with Norwich City's attacking style of play, we could probably see even more goals. It's going to be really exciting. Obviously, it was a dream season for Norwich last season. Our rivals finishing bottom and Norwich City winning the title. Things don't get better than that. And it was incredible to celebrate promotion. As you guys know, you've been in the Championship a couple of times in recent seasons, and it's a tough league to get out of. Obviously, having Benitez definitely helped you guys, but yeah, it was a tough league to get out of, and when we had very little money to play with, it makes Norwich City's rise into the Premier League even more impressive. We didn't have a lot of money to play with, however, we signed the likes of Teemu Pukki on a free, and so many other great little signings. Obviously, Tim Krul in the summer, who I think will get a good reception at Carrow Road. I believe you guys have fond memories of him, and obviously he was excellent for you guys. So we made some really smart signings with very little fees. And Daniel Farke, we just played some excellent football under him. And firstly, we've got to credit Stuart Webber, who obviously got Huddersfield promoted as sporting director, and some of the recruitment, as I've mentioned, is absolutely superb. But as I said, Daniel Farke, a great manager. We play a really attacking style of football, in which we have a good mix of some foreign players who've had a really high potential in their careers but have lost their way, and we also mix in some youngsters as well. Max Aarons, EFL Young Player of the Year, absolutely fantastic. Jamal Lewis, Ben Godfrey all at the back, really impressive. And of course, I just love the way we play. We play such exciting football, finishing with 95 points. We scored the most goals in the Championship. We conceded quite a few as well. We actually conceded the 6th most goals in the Championship from set pieces. So you guys will want to benefit from set pieces. Touching on the Liverpool game, I thought we held ourselves really well. I thought Norwich showed exactly what they're going to be about. I think when you play the top team, sometimes your style of play can change, but we continue playing our style. We can continue playing our philosophy, which is attacking, exciting, quick passing brand of football in which the fullbacks get really high up the field. And we played some really good stuff, and it's going to be interesting to see if you keep your back 5, how we come up against them. But from the Liverpool game, overall, plenty of positives to take from our attacking style of play. However, our defending, in particular in that first half, was really poor. A mixture of luck and some terrible defending, and we're going to have to keep ourselves tighter at the back. Grant Hanley could play again, and obviously he's an ex-Newcastle player as well. Star players to look out for. Firstly, Teemu Pukki, 29 Championship goals. He's absolutely terrific. His defensive work rate as well is excellent, and if he gets a chance in the box, expect him to take it. Very clinical, and yeah, absolutely superb. Emi Buendia is another one as well, central attacking. A can from Argentina. A lot of assists last season, and he's a player who's 5'7". He's small, he's nimble, but he's got great agility, and he's kind of similar to David Silva in the way he operates. He's a class player. Defensively as well, the fullbacks, Max Aarons and Jamal Lewis, they both love to get forward. They almost play at wing backs at times because our style of play is so attacking, and they're very dangerous, and their deliveries from the box are absolutely exceptional. So they're kind of the best players to watch out for. And Tim Krul as well. This is kind of the Tim Krul derby, I guess, and I hope Tim Krul gets a great reception from Newcastle fans because he's a great player. Finally, the score prediction. It's going to be a really tough one to call. I think there's going to be a lot of goals from this. As I said, Norwich City defence. I know Newcastle are defensively solid. But Norwich are a team who are just going to attack, and we're going to leave ourselves open at the back. But I think we're also going to create a lot of chances. I'm going to say I think there's going to be a lot of goals again. I'm going to go for a 3-2 Norwich City win, or possibly a 2-2. I think it's going to be a very tight game, but I can see a lot of goals, and I think it's going to be exciting. Thanks for having me on the channel, and yeah, best of luck to Newcastle throughout the season.